Rest in peace, dinosaur. So Disney opened the Animal Kingdom in 1998, and with it they opened Dinoland USA, which housed a bunch of random fair rides as well as the dinosaur ride. And with all of these, Restaurantosaurus, which for its first period of operation was literally just a McDonald's that they called Restaurantosaurus. But in 2008, Disney ended their partnership with McDonald's and all the restaurants became just Disney quick service restaurants. In 2018, Restaurantosaurus Lounge opened, which was a little side room at Restaurantosaurus that had drinks and appetizers and things like that. Straight up bar. Unfortunately, as of February 2nd, 2026, Dinosaur and Restaurantosaurus are no longer open. But I was there on closing day to pay my respects, and today we're gonna make the drinks off their menu. I'm gonna try to make them as faithfully as possible. There's two kinds of cocktail schools as I like to see it. The first one is like traditional. The second one is like put 3 ounces of lemonade in that. I would call it the Chili's way. These are all gonna be the Chili's way. First up is the Tequilasaurus. It's like a play on an El Diablo. Calls for Herradura, Reposado Tequila, Creme de Cassis, lime, and sweet and sour. There's gonna be a lot of sweet and sour. Using my dedicated dinosaur shaker today in honor of the dinosaurs. So we're gonna start with 2 ounces of Reposado Tequila. Let's just roll with an ounce. We're only gonna do a half an ounce of lime because we're gonna use a whole bunch of sweet and sour. I'm gonna go with 3 ounces sweet and sour. Shake that. There we go, the Tequilasaurus. Let's see how she is here. It still smells like a margarita. Yeah, that tastes pretty much exactly how I thought it would taste. It tastes like Chili's. Yeah, no, I mean, it's really refreshing. The tequila is there. It's kind of dull, kind of flat, but that's because there's so much sour. It is tart. I think it could use a little more lime compared to sweet and sour, but I didn't want to overdo it. I was afraid of overdoing it with this stuff, but it really is not, it's not overpowering at all. This is very drinkable. Yeah, the Reposado is a good choice here too, since it's a little more robust. This is pretty good. I think if I was going to do it again, I would probably make it a little more tart, but otherwise, that's solid, man. Next one's gonna be Carnotaurus Meteoritis, which is basically a whiskey sour. So it calls for Old Forester 86, lemon, Sprite, sour, and strawberry puree. So let's get her going then. I'm gonna start with the strawberry. So what I'm gonna do, I don't wanna like overdo it, but I also don't wanna underdo it. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do like 3/4 of an ounce here. Since we're using Sprite, we don't have to use as much sour. I'm going to use 2 ounces. I think I undershot the lime in the last one, so I'm going to use a little bit more. I'm going to make it 3/4 of an ounce this time. And then bourbon, I'm going to go 2 ounces. We got to shake her up. Some Sprite to top her off here, and a nice fat cherry to put on top here. Bloop. And that's the Carnotaurus Meteoritis. It is maybe a little too tart, so maybe bump the lemon back a little bit. But other than that, this is all right. The bourbon's kind of getting lost though, and everything else, it tastes very much like a lemonade type of thing compared to like a whiskey sour would taste like. The bourbon notes are like very faint, like they're like a background. And really what you're tasting is like citrus. Maybe that was too much lemon, but I also, I put in a bunch of strawberry too, and I don't really taste that. Let me see if I don't use the straw. Yeah, so, I mean, the bourbon is there, but it's very faint. I think it's because there's too many ingredients in there that are like fighting each other. It's not bad. It's not as good as the margarita though. Primordial Booze. This one's gonna be blueberry vodka, blue curacao, pomegranate juice, lime juice, and lemonade. I'm gonna do 1.5 ounces of the blueberry vodka. I'm using Vale blueberry vodka, so 1.5 ounces. And then we're gonna go 1 ounce of blue curacao. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the full ounce. The lemon, I don't wanna overdo it, so we're gonna go 1/2. The pomegranate is a tough one because we want it to be blue. We also want the flavor, so I'm gonna call it 3/4 of an ounce here. And then the lemonade, we're gonna go, let's call it 3 ounces or so. Shake this one too. That's blue, all right. That is very blue. Primordial Booze. Let's see how she goes here. Yeah, it tastes like a very fruity lemonade. It tastes like there's no alcohol in it at all. Like even with the Old Forester, even though it was really faint, you could still taste that it was there. This does not taste like there was anything in it, and that's probably because my liquor was all fruit stuff. Pomegranate, definitely picking that up, which is interesting. I mean, when you think about it, this is like you order this and you walk around Disney World. It makes sense. It makes sense. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching as always. Unfortunately, you can't go to Restaurantosaurus and try these. I will see you another time.